changer on what I can accomplish on my property.
Jesus, I see you. Jesus, I'm late getting live because Sean was doing a walk around from work out on a park where near where he works. So I didn't want to go on with that. I went to the Sky Wheel and we're having a storm, rain. Very black sky, rain. I wouldn't be able to have my window open to hold the tablet in my window aimed at the Sky Wheel. So I came home and then Kevin said that Sean was live members only. So I did that. Hello, GCUD. Okay, hello. So anyway, I got on a little late here, but I think the time is still okay for New Zealand and for the rest of them to be able to come in for a little while. Oh, yeah. Thank you, sir. Okay, for subbing. And just, we have, go check my videos. I've got some pretty good rainstorms and thunderstorms and lightning on the channel under videos. Yeah, 141. See, that's good right after lunch in the afternoon. That's good. It's 9:41 for me on Sunday night. Yeah, have a look. I don't know how to say that. GCUD. If you go to videos and shorts on the channel, and look, just recently I posted some pretty heavy duty rain in the Myrtle Beach, South Carolina area. And I have a lightning storm that I captured by my front door. It was flashing pretty good all around me. So I put that on the channel. That's what the channel is here for, is just to show people things. And that's what we're doing. Oh, if you could leave a like too. Um, Marissa, hello. Nice to see you. I have 3 likes, so that's wonderful. The channel is just my personal channel. It's not my plane spotting channel. It's just a personal channel when we go out to different areas. If you look at my lives, you'll see I've been to the Sky Wheel at a place here in Myrtle Beach. I'm hoping to go to the ocean. We've just been having so much rain, and those videos are on my channel. I just post things that I think people might be interested in. If you live in Utah, you've never seen, well, maybe Utah, you have a thunderstorm. There are places that people live that just like, geez, I wonder what that's like. So I have it on my channel. And this really introduces people to that channel to go look at my videos and my shorts. I already know what's on there, but I want you guys to see it. Yeah, I mean, I just want people to be able to have a break from just life and stuff. Oh, 8 likes. Thank you so much. Breaker Bird. Oh, good. Excellent. I was hoping for that. I was hoping for that. I'm late, Breaker, because Sean did a walk around from Sky Squad, and I didn't want to go live while he was doing that on his phone live. Braylon, hello. Well, you certainly are leaving a lot of likes. Thank you so much. YouTube has now started showing my videos and shorts on their channel. What I mean is that somebody is scrolling around through shorts could very easily find one of mine. Like that, click on it and come to the channel. So this is extraordinary, and I owe the people that are giving me the likes for that. YouTube has responded to that. So it is great. I am seeing one of my videos, they made it a little shorter and put it in the shorts so people could see a little bit about what I do and what I have. It was extraordinary to see that. So it's the people giving me the likes that are making that possible. The subscribers, I'm trying to get to a goal with YouTube so I can give the people that come to the channel more options. But I have to reach a goal before they'll allow me to have those privileges. I'm glad he's here. It's amazing my sigh of relief when I see you here, Brian. Thank you. We just chat about anything and everything. I was, I'll be very honest, I was hoping. Uh, kind of take a deep breath, knowing you're here. That's a good thing. Yeah, it is late because Sean at Sky Squad, he got off of work or lunch or something, took a walk around down a path and then turned around and came back, testing out a new thing he has on his phone. I now have it on mine for Android, but I haven't explored it yet. So I didn't want to go live. So it's 8:45, so it's 8:45 Breaker. So that's not too bad for you or have to go to work tomorrow. Sean made a comment which I found really very heartwarming. He has seen my oh, let me get that. Let me get that. Oh, and pin the message. Okay, got it. Got it. Um, he made a comment. He said that me doing this has inspired him to do it. To just go on your channel and just talk to people, invite people in. 10 likes. Oh, wow. 10 likes, 10 minutes, 10 likes. Wow. That's crazy good. I explained that YouTube is now recognizing my channel, and I see it. I'll see one of my shorts, or I'll see a video. He said that. He said that I was his inspiration. Kevin was in the chat too when he heard it. That that it inspired him to think about, what about if I went live and we weren't looking at a plane, but just people getting together to share. I wish I was at the Sky Wheel, but with the rain, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't open my window, and the black sky. I took a couple of pictures. I can send them to you. I sent them to Brian, the other Brian S. The sky was turning really black, and the rain was coming, and I couldn't do it. But he mentioned that, he's come to the live, and just people to hang out, and he thought about that, and he got that inspiration from me doing this. So I thought that was extraordinarily gracious of him to say that. He's talking about, I mean, I'm live, I could walk with this and have you looking where I'm going. It'd probably be just about the same thing. I'd do it on my phone, on my little bracket, and do it. But he mentioned something else that's a little more program and for Androids. So I got that. Hey, Pog Whisperer. No. Uh-oh. Breaker. Can you take care of that, please? All I'm asking in my chat, we don't have any discussions like that. We're not even close to that. What we're talking about is because I'm a plane spotter, planes, and other subjects that come up. If somebody doesn't feel well, we like to wish them well. And it's just a matter of being here. I'm 82 years old, and I'm just not into. I've been to channels that have that kind of discussion, and we don't do that. If you would, please. If you return, please try to keep the chat positive and friendly and clean. We don't want to talk about anything. So there you go. There you go. Boy, am I glad you were here. Another thing is that there are some young people that do come to the channel. They're young, and I don't want this channel to be thought of as the chat. Oh, I wouldn't want to go to that chat. Look at that, those people. I've been in that kind. I actually, and don't talk about it, but I am a moderator in a channel where it can get really, and I have hit the button many a time, many a time. So, and it makes it unpleasant for people to want to come. I'd like to know that the 4 people watching want to be here and can join in. We had that other one that was in here just a little while ago. And just to enjoy, we're just hanging out. For one, boy, I'm glad he was here. I don't like that. Oh, I know that. I know that, Suze. If nobody were here, I know. But that was not the case. And so I would just rather it be one of my great mods doing it. Telly, you're a lurker. Oh, yes, Suze, I know. Absolutely. Oh, um, so I'm a lead moderator, managing moderator at the New York City, and then I'm an honorary moderator in 2 channels. And Breaker is also an honorary moderator in one of those where I am. I'm also a moderator in another chat like this type of channel that I stumbled on and very much am inspired by the person that runs it. So I don't go that often, but he liked the way I talked, and so he gave me the. So I know what it is, obviously, but when you're sitting here as a host and I would just rather have somebody do it that is here. Yeah, Telly is lurking. That's good, Telly. I don't know. Did you see Sean? You were there with Sean's walkabout. You want to borrow a rag? I've got some OxyClean. You can spray on there before you wipe it. That's funny. You Telly, you're funny. Troll. Chris Mallet. That's cute. Yeah, I guess his mallet got a little messed up. Yes, I didn't know about it. I was driving home from the Skywheel in the rain because I couldn't. I was going to go earlier, stream there, and go live from it. And the rain and the black clouds was pretty bad. So I fed up, and I told Kevin I'll go live. He said Sean's walking. I said, oh. So I waited. That's why it's a little late right now to be, but it's okay for time for New Zealand, and I think Breaker's okay. Just, just glad he was here. Ten likes. Sean, you. No, 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 Sean, Sean. See, I didn't know. See, I went to the sky. Listen to me. So I went to the sky wheel, and I knew it was raining lightly, but when I got there, it was still light enough I could see the black sky. I took pictures of it over behind. I said, "Uh-oh." And then it was just raining too hard to sit with my window open. I waited for a while, and it just wasn't going to work. So I drove home in the rain, came in, got ready. I told Kevin, I said, "All right, so I'm just going to go live from home. I'm going to go live from home." And then he said, "Sean's walking around." I said, oh, I need to go see that. I need to go see that. So I don't want to go live. And then I was there with you um, on your live. And you can go to the Leeds Airport, East Midlands, and London Airport. Those three, too. You'll be able to stream from when you get to the UK. No, please, you didn't. I did think of you, but I saw that you were. Yeah, that's perfect. And I didn't see when I looked at your dot. I looked for the red dot, and there was no red dot because you were doing members only. So I didn't know you were on until Kevin said, "Oh, and by the way, Sean is walking around." I said, "Oh, well then I'll wait." And I went to go to be with you and see that. If I tried to walk that far, they'd need an ambulance to the other end. No, please. No, you didn't push any. Wait, let me just read here. You didn't. Hello, just dropping to say hello, but quickly back to work. Sorry to push. You didn't push my stream out. You didn't push my stream out. Oh dear, you did not. But what you did, now what you did do is you just gave me so much honor. You said that I have inspired you by doing this. And so this is something other than planes, going to the Myrtle Beach State Park, going to a garden, going to the ocean, going to the sky wheel, and just getting together like this with something to look at instead of four teddy bears. So this is what I'm. This inspired you to do that. That was really special to me, Sean, that you said that. Wow. And I got the IRL Pro. It's on my phone, but I haven't explored it yet. I have an Android, I have a Google Pixel, and I love it. The Pixel. I don't have. I love it. Maybe on the next walk and talk, I can take you all to Summer Beach, which, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I got to get to the Myrtle Beach State Park. I got to go in and get my yearly pass. As a veteran and as a senior, I can get a pass. Then go take my stuff and tell them that I want to go live, just like I did when I did the interview with Eric back in 2023. So I want to go out on the pier and go live from the pier. I can't walk like that anymore. And as I said, that's what 40 years age difference will do. Oh, Sue, so you know this location. Suze knows this location. That's good. Wow. Also, please understand, Sean, you just, you, you're too good to me, Sean. I don't know what I'm going to do with you. Now, if you move to the UK, you are literally 6.5 hours away from me. So, you could ask Eric how he did it. Well, actually, he went from Manchester Airport to Atlanta, and in order to get the money and the price, he did a layover using United through Virgin Atlantic from Atlanta to Myrtle Beach. I picked him up at midnight. Midnight. It was midnight, last flight in. Took him to the hotel. We talked for a little while. I still could not believe that the man I talked to helped build the channel and the emojis, what he should have, what the badges will look like, talked to him on Messenger, supported the channel, and helped him get going, was sitting across from me on the sofa. Talk about seeing Boulder Dam for the first time, or the Tower of London. I mean, just and when I got him in the car, I even said, I'm looking, and he looked at me, and I said, I cannot believe that you're sitting in my car. I freaking out. So I know that's how he did it. Now, then he went to Breaker Bird, and so I took him to the Myrtle Beach airport. He had a direct flight with the United from Myrtle Beach to Dallas. At that point, Breaker took over and got him where he needed to be to go back now to Manchester through Atlanta. I know. I've been talking to this man on Messenger, like I'm talking to Sean now. I'm looking at him and talking to him and talking on Messenger and maybe even going with the telephone, the little telephone thing. And all of a sudden you're standing in front of me? Uh, I don't think this 83 by then year old can handle that. I'm not sure. Better be careful getting ready with the smelling salts. I and if Mike and Kevin both come, now I can get you into the Fairfield or the Holiday Inn Express or the Courtyard near Broadway at the beach, which is good hotels. I'm going to be going and checking them out and see. I think they have the connecting rooms where there's a door between the room. So if people need to sleep by themselves, because they get nervous, I do. I need to sleep by myself. So I'll be checking that out before next year and getting just an idea of in October prices. Taurus will be gone, basically. So it won't be as crowded. And I think I can try to be as best host that I can. Um, I can fit you all in my car. Wow. Can't even I can't even wrap my mind around it. I'm, you'd only be say that's what it took him. He came from Manchester to Atlanta, but he had a layover in order to do, I guess it was the pricing, or sometimes if you do that and you take a later flight, it's whatever. But he was the last flight in. And what's funny is the Myrtle Beach airport built a new terminal. In that terminal is where the stairs and the escalator to come down is. And the security, the other building, you no longer go in and out of it like I did for years. When I flew here, and as a connector, you come across it. So I went to the information desk when I was going to pick up Eric, and I said to the woman, I said, let me ask you a question, ma'am. Is there any other way out if he should come in at the other building? She said, nope, he's got to come this way. I said, so he's got to come down those stairs, right? Yep, okay. Eric loose in the Myrtle Beach airport parking lot would not be good. So there was no way that he could get past me. So then I just more or less waited until I heard, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to announce the arrival of United Airlines flight, whatever it was, with nonstop service from Atlanta. Passengers will be deplaning shortly. Oh my God, he's here. And then I happened to look down at that, and I guess you all know I was very sick after that. In the hospital, nearly died. I actually was ill at the time he was here and did not know I was. So I had gone over and looked down, and all of a sudden I heard, "Hi, Barb." I looked up. Oh my, 5'10". Oh my God, Eric. I mean, it was just like staring at him like, Eric. I guess it would be a good idea to go get your bags, maybe. Eric, you standing in front of me? That is not, it was crazy. We got the bags, and then we got a golf cart to take us to the car. I had parked in the wrong area, actually. I did it right from then on, but I had done it wrong. I was sick and didn't know it. I had sugar things going on in my head, and I was ill, but we got through the week very nicely. But he was just standing in front of me, like Breaker says. Let me just believe this. You're sitting. I've been talking to you on Messenger. I've been in the chat. I've been listening to you talk. I've been watching, and now you're sitting next to me. That's crazy. And Kevin, I mean, he's the one that actually saved my life. Everybody knows this story. Through long distance, he actually got me the help I needed here in my home. Between him and a young lady, Skittles, and Mark Totten. And they managed to get me the help I need. Yep, you did. When I sent him, it's funny. When I sent him, I think I texted you, Breaker, and I said, okay, he's on his way to you. You got him. And I said, just tell me when you have him. And Breaker did that. He told me, sent me a text, and he said, I've got him, meaning he's safe. I knew he was safe. I had done my part, taken care of him for a week, given him medicine because he got ill on Saturday after the Charlotte trip, and done the best I could, and put him on the plane to Breaker. And Breaker now had him. Hey, Jenny, you're not late. You're a sweetheart. I'm late. It's after 10 o'clock. It's all right for New Zealand, and I think Breaker's okay for a while. Breaker, if you think you have to go because you work, please know that I get that. So yeah, it was quite an experience. And I took him to the Verizon stores. He wanted to buy something. And I'm sitting there in a chair looking at him. walking around in the store. And I'm going, okay. So Eric, that I've been talking to for a year, member of the channel, supporting the channel, we did the emojis together, did, figured out the badges together, is walking around in front of me in Verizon. It is, it is freaky crazy. So if I ever meet, I can't imagine that. Oh, can you imagine if Sean, you could come? Well, you know Mike saying, you know Kevin, but you don't know me. I'm no treat, trust me, at my age. But it could be a very lot of fun. Oh, Jenny, you know, you're such a sweetheart. Daryl, too. Geez, I just love the both of you. Jenny N and Daryl N. Daryl. I gotta tell you a funny story. So I asked Jenny one time, Daryl, yeah, he's working, she said. Well, I saw him working one time. He was sitting like at a desk thing with a computer. So that to me is like working. Okay. So she said he's working. I said, oh, okay. So she said, I'll send you a picture. Daryl in the recliner, half laying back with a cell phone in his hand. This is working. I cracked up. That was the funniest. That was funny, Jen. There was Daryl stretched out on the recliner. I mean, he wasn't sitting up. He was comfy, comfy. And then I said to Jenny, I said, excuse me, I just want to be sure I've got this right. Did you say that Daryl's working? She said, yep. I said, okay. Oh, that was just so amusing. Funny story. There's stories of funny things that happen. Yeah, he's working. He's half asleep in the recliner. He's working? Okay. Yeah, there's it would be I would make sure anybody that comes, Sean and Mike and Kevin, I will get you at the airport. If that's all at the same time, if not, we will go and we will get whoever is a straggler, and I will get you to a hotel, and I will make sure we have food. Naomi, hey, kia ora. It's kind of late for a stream. I thought maybe tomorrow night we could try to do this at a reasonable hour. But I I went to the Skywheel. I promised everybody we'd go to the Skywheel. So I went to the Skywheel and it's raining. I can't open my window with the rain. Very black sky. They shut the rides down. They leave the Skywheel lit, but it wasn't operating. And the other rides, the lights were off. That are right adjacent to the Skywheel, you've seen. So I left, came home, and I was getting ready to go live from here when I realized that Sean was live walking around. I wanted to see that. So that is why I'm slightly delayed here tonight, and all. Hey, Naomi, hey, okay, don't work Mondays? Excellent. Excellent. Monday's a bad day. Yep. Thank you, Jenny, for coming. I hope we can have them. 13 likes. Woo! Don't work Mondays. Telly. Right now for me, all know it's Sunday night at 10:15 in the evening, Sunday, for me. Yeah, Breaker's an hour behind me. In here in the U.S. of A. It's so funny. The other night, Telly wasn't here. He said he wasn't here in the chat. He said, I'm not here. Tonight he's here, he's lurking and chatting. Oh, just for Telly's sake, so you know, I talked to Pete, and it looks like he's shooting for Friday. It's going to be very hot during the week. He's still trying to eat, and I told him, I said, I don't know, have you got a COVID test? It sounds to me like maybe you're just having a COVID. He doesn't have a tester, but I may try to send him one FedEx overnight this week. So that's what we're doing, Telly, as far as New York City aviation. Looking at Friday so he can get his strength up. He's lost weight. He hasn't been able to eat. And he get the hot and the cold, the hot, and just not been doing well at all. He's better, but he's still sick, but he's better. So for Telly, who is a wonderful moderator for Pete at New York City Aviation, that's information for you. And he thanks everybody for your kind words. "13 likes. Ooh, very good." As I say, YouTube is now recognizing some of my work that I put on the videos and the shorts because I'm stumbling on my own work when I'm scrolling around. And that's a good thing. Then somebody will see a short and then they'll click and they'll be able to come to the channel and see more of my stuff and maybe come to the live. So it's excellent. It's wonderful. That's funny. Yeah, your mallet. Yeah. Yeah, sandwich. And you know what's a funny story is, and I've said it, I told him, I said, I'm sure people like Jerry and Gilly, so I'm very close to Pete, you know. We talk on the phone, not so much when he's been sick because he's sleeping on and off. He's trying to build his strength up. But we would talk pretty often, sometimes over an hour. And so people probably said, yeah, you probably know what the sandwich is because you're his Gilly. You talk to him. No, I don't. He doesn't tell me. He doesn't tell me. I could try to pump him and say, so, what are we doing for tomorrow? Any clues? Nope, he will not tell me. So I am as dumbfounded as the rest of you. He's better, but he's still not well, if that makes sense. He put a message. He said he was going to put a message up on the posting. He put one up already, and he may have put another one up. I was going to send something to the moderators, but I think if you go to the channel and read posts, you'll see something from him. Poor Pete. He said summer flu, but I think he's had COVID. Because my brother, before he passed away, of course, last year on a ship, he had COVID. And this sounds very much like it. So I want to send him, I'm hoping to send him a test kit. If I go to FedEx with a test kit tomorrow, and I can text him or call him and say, what's your address? Because I don't know. I just know where he lives, the town, but I don't know. And get the address on a paper and then FedEx it to him overnight. He could at least test for that. Yeah, Jenny, he's trying. He's shooting for Friday. The weather's going to be very hot up there again, another heat wave. And he's weak and lightheaded, he said to me. Poor Pete. Yeah, I told him every time somebody writes something in a chat, I send it to him. And I say who it's from. So I'll post it and then I'll go from Jenny Ann, so he knows where it came from, who said that in the chats that I've had. Yeah, and that's another, I have the vaccine for that. When I got my flu senior version, because I all am older than all of you. I am. Couple of months will be 82. I got the RSV because my brother had talked about it. I learned a lot of things from my brother that I'll no longer learn because he's passed away. But I learned about getting veteran on your driver's license from him. I have that. I didn't have it, but I was able to get it. So he told me about RSV, and I got that at a CVS before they closed. I got that shot in one arm and the flu in the other. And I've been pretty good. I mean, we're now into the summer, and I didn't have anything really. It just sort of floating along here. Yeah, I will tell you that a nurse told me one time, and I told my brother this. So if you get the shot too soon, it wears off when flu season, which is here, January, February, and beginning of March, it wears off. I make it a point to go get it at my birthday in the end of October, and I have never had the flu. So, all right, Suze is leaving. Okay, Suze. Too busy yapping here. I didn't see it. I've had COVID. I've had 4 of them. I have 4 shots. I could go to veterans. I asked her. She said, it's up to you, Barb. I said, do I need it? She said, it's iffy. She said, you got the other 4, right? I said, 4. So I haven't, I don't know whether I might, I don't know. It's not so prevalent here where I am anymore. You're not hearing about cases of it. Where I am on the East Coast over here. What is this? She's sick? I work in aged care, Jenny. We have had a lot of this day and that. In my church, I take the Holy Communion out to people that are sick. There was one lady that was in a senior home thing, and I went, and then right after that, they locked it down because COVID came. So I had to, since I was there, I stayed home in my house to see if I came down with it, and I didn't. But there were cases in that nursing home. My brother could testify to that. Keith and Kurt used to bring all kinds of things home. Yep, his two sons, my nephews. 15 likes. Oh, wow. 15 likes. You people are wonderful that have given me these likes. I can't thank you enough. My brother had been pretty sick on a cruise with the COVID. He couldn't eat. Him and his wife both. And there were other people on the ship. Very bad cruise for his anniversary that his son gave him. And he had also had COVID while he was at home. He said, "Hi, sis, I don't feel good. I got COVID, me and Pat." And so he kind of had things going along. Now, I got which is the one, the Moderna one. And he got the other one. I forget what you call it. Yep. It was worse when I worked in dementia care, not one would say. Oh, yeah, they wander. That's where this woman, she was in a thing called memory care. But staying actually in her room is, you can't lock it because that's against the law. So yeah, it is hard. I'm in my house. Maybe that's why I'm healthy. I've been thinking about going to senior living. Well, I don't know. I haven't, I get the flu shot. I haven't had the flu. My girlfriend in Michigan doesn't get it, and she's been sick. I tried to say to her, so what part of that can you not put that together? Yeah, so far I do crossword puzzles. Every Friday I get a paper and it has a crossword in it. I also have the one on my phone where I can, it causes me to try to think, and they say that can help to stem off for Barbara becoming stupid. Oof. You know, I mean, my dad had Parkinson's dementia. Oh, wow, Naomi, stories. Stories. Naomi has stories. Well, I got this. That what I want to do is I want to use my camera that Pete. We have the same camera. We bought them together. Pete and I have been friends for 3 years, and so I bought mine, and he asked me, and he bought his. And so I have a YOLO, and I was all set, and it said ready. And just like this, go live. This tablet goes live. The YOLO would not. So I'm going to call the store, and the guy will guide me and say, okay, click this. Okay, you got that? Now go to that page and blah, 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 and help me. Once I can do that, it will give a better stream. I also will use it at the airport to stream at the airport when I get back to that live. Now, I have some good news, I think, at the airport. There's construction kind of at the head of the runway on the roadway where the Burger King was that is no longer able. And it's a thing that looks like a pullout, like as if you could go in and then come right back out of it. That might be an observation point, and it's right by the runway. So I could get planes coming in from the west over 17, and with my zoom, follow them down onto the runway, and then taxiing over to the terminal. If that turns out to be what I think it is. I'm not sure, Jenny. I'm hoping. I've been looking at this, and it goes over and then comes right back out. That's a pullout, or what they call observations. Somebody wants to stop and watch the planes is usually what those things. What would it be for? You can't go to the burger. There's no cut through the island. They've done away with everything. So the ramp now comes from 17. They changed that ramp. And it now comes, but there's this thing where you could go in, stop, be right there at the fence, looking at the runway, and then go right back out again. That's an observation to me, right? It looks, I have to wait till I get all the barrels out of the way, and I look at it, and I see what this is all about. But if that's the case, I would get the planes taking off, because they would come and lift off and come right up over me. And if they were landing, they would come in over my house like they do and come over 17. I could catch them up in the sky, coming down, touching down. It would not be too bad. It would provide a pretty good spotting spot for me, if that's what it is. I can't see any other purpose for it. It's not part of the ramp that's coming down, where people come from 17 and now want to get on Harrelson Boulevard. There used to be a ramp. They did away with that one and made a newer one, bigger. So the ramp comes, but there's this thing. And it serves no other purpose that I can see, except it's an observation. Pull in there, watch the planes. I think. I don't know. I'm keeping my eye on it. Right now I use a mini golf, and I have permission from them to park by his gate at the end of his parking lot. He's not crowded. If he were crowded, that would be something else. He's not crowded. I wish I had something for what is it? Now, Christine's a little update on her, not here, which is why I'm most grateful for Jenny and Breaker to be here. Whew, boy, was I glad Breaker was here earlier. Whew. Um, Christine texted me a friend. She had to go see a friend. And the way we talked on the phone thing on Messenger, that might not have long. So is this one of those like me? I don't think I'm sick, and then tomorrow all of a sudden I'm on my last leg. So she's involved in something like that at the moment. Yeah, the way I can tell you how she said it. Hold on a second. Let me get it up. Let me get her thing up so I say it correctly. Okay, here's what she said. I'm just letting you know that I may not be able to be in your stream later. I just had bad news about a friend and am going to visit them. Hope I have not woken you up. Then she explained it to me that this friend is sick or something's not good. So that's probably, if you were wondering where's Christine, that's what she's involved in right now. We also want to think about, and I remembered him in church. I will tell her that at the stream that you all were wishing. We have Rob. You see Rob that comes. He sends me videos. Pop, 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 pop. From Auckland. Okay, and so Rob has something ahead of him starting August 29th. I'd like to have a stream that night in his honor. He's got something medical. I won't go into it. Medical. And it's August 29th. That sort of is an important date for Rob Wong. Rob. That comes into my... You've seen it with other chats, Plain Spouting Channel chats, Rob with him, with me. Not the Rob S. That's the different one. There's Rob Wong from Auckland. He's got something, and I'd like to have a stream that night, August 29th, if I could. I'm not sure what day it is. And just title it, just friends, yeah, boosting. That's a good word. He said to me, oh, Barb, you don't have to do anything. I'm not doing anything special. What we're doing is you need to shush. Like Christine always says, shush to Francie. You need to shush. We're just going to get friends get together that night, and so we have good vibes. Daryl. Wait till I get I don't have any cheese, Daryl. I'm listening in with Jen. I'm off sick with a sinus headache. Daryl, you get these sinus headaches not a few times. You've had it before. Shoosh, Daryl Nelson. I don't think Jenny probably got that one covered. Oh, sinus headache caused by Jenny. Oh, come on now. You bad boy. Wait a minute. What does this say? Oh, Rob is a great dude. Yes. Rob is, when Kevin went to Auckland, Rob was there with him. For me, it's safety. I see it as safety. Oh, he was eating chocolate? Oh, my God. I didn't have the chocolate. I was going to do it the other day, Jenny. I never did it. It's still in the refrigerator. I didn't do it. Of course, I haven't had my little piece of cake. I like to put a little chocolate on that and spread it out with a knife and eat that. So I thought maybe on the 29th I could stream, and it would sort of be kind of friends thinking about Rob. You know, Daryl, you sound so much like Francie. It's scary. Jenny, it's scary how much he sounds like Francie. I always blame the wife. At least I can get it. Oh, let's see what Jenny said to that. Uh-oh. Careful, Daryl. August 29th, Naomi. I just thought maybe, if we had a stream, we could just, kind of think about. I can try to maybe see if I can get it so it shows as an upcoming a little bit and just get together maybe. Jenny, think about just read what Daryl said and then think back what Francie says. How close is that? Yeah, the Rob Booster, that's really all. I mean, I said to him, I said, you need to shush. We're your friends. And it's not some little, fingernail cut that he's going for. But I don't want to say any more unless y'all know. He may have told you. He hinted to Kevin, and then I pumped him and got more. I don't. I just thought maybe a little stream earlier in the evening, get on around 7:30 and just a couple of hours. And if he's able to come to the stream, which he might be able to do, then we could boost him. Hayden, excellent. Thank you, Hayden. Australian flights. We're just a little later, Hayden, because I was watching Sean at Sky Squad walk around. I, I wish I could walk like that. I can't anymore. I can't. I walk around at church, and even then I sit down. So anyway, that was my news as for Rob. August 29th is a rather important date for him. And Christine is probably visiting this friend. It's just like I got the feeling that, and I can hear the words her saying to me, might not have long. So it's like my brother. He should have gone sooner. And he began to get really sick, and then they put him in the hospital, and it went really down fast. So that's what Christine's doing right now, and that is why she would be here. And I read you the note. New people have come in, so I can read you what Christine said. This is the text she sent to me, I guess, earlier today. She said, I'm just letting you know that I may not be able to be in your stream later. I just had bad news about a friend and I'm going to visit them. Hope I have not woken you up. Well, she didn't. I was up, but that's what Christine said. And then on Messenger phone, where you can phone, that little thing at the top, it was a little hard to understand her, but I'm sure I heard the words not long, not long, meaning to live. I don't know. I just really, so that's Christine now, tonight. Oh dear. Time is it? I'm looking at the clock. Okay, I'm looking at the clock here, Breaker. Um, so you know, I can't thank you enough for before. That was definitely the way to take care of it, and that was perfect. It was perfect. Um, and I thank you for being here. You know, like I said, you can't do it without. You can't really do it. Okay, all right, Breaker. You just when you need to do it. I said once before, even to New York City mods, that just you say, oh well, you know what? They gave me a wrench. I better be there because oh, well, I feel like I should sleep, but oh boy, it's not right. They gave me the wrench, and so I really no, no. You come when you can. 17 likes. Ooh, you come when you can. Jenny knows it. You come when you can. If you can't do it, you have a reason or something, you know, like Christine. You come when, like I do. I had errands at New York City Aviation. I left it with the moderators. Pete was okay. He was protected like I was earlier tonight with Breaker. I did my errands. And then I came back when I could. So it's, well, at this point, um, I really wouldn't want to lose both of you. So, but then I would just say probably I think that the stream is over because if Breaker weren't here earlier, so just never know. Just sort of never know. Well, I mean, did you have to go? Well, you, I'm, I'm sure I'm sure Daryl's okay by himself, but he might want something to eat, some cheese and crackers, and he might want you to go and get it. And well, I know, Brian. You know, has I think, pretty technical, important job actually, and probably have to have all brain cells going in order to do that properly. So sleep is kind of urgent thing. Now it's up to you, Jenny. If you want to write me something for the pin, Give Breaker a break. Breaker a break. Oh, that was good. If you want to write me something in the chat so that I can put it on the pin, Jenny, when you... John Vogel? Oh my word. John Vogel? Oh my word. I see your videos, your shorts, John. I see them when I'm scrolling the shorts. Oh my word. John Vogel? Hey, hi. Oh, wow. Oh, geez, it's been a long time. Whoa. Oh, John, I lost my brother about a month ago to stomach cancer, but I'm okay. You all right, John? I see your shorts, the planes. Oh, wow. So, Jenny, if you want to write me something, for the pin, if you write it, okay, here we go. Hold on. Okay. Got it. Okay, got it. Got you, Jenny. Thank you. Oh, John. Wow. Yeah, I see you've got some pretty good planes coming and going. I just want to give everybody a chance to be in the pin. I guess is what I'm doing. There's nothing wrong with Breaker's pin, except I'm just trying to give each of you a chance to participate that way, because you are special people. So you are special people, so I just, yeah. Wow, John Vogel. I don't think I've ever seen you there in Wellington Flights Live, but I haven't seen you lately in chat. I can say that. Carolyn, are you the Carolyn that I'm thinking from Only Planes? Is that you, Carolyn, from Only Planes? Would be 40 Carolyns. Okay, good. Okay. Yes, Carolyn, hi. Carolyn, I go live just so people can get together. I guess we support each other. We feel we want to talk about. Introduction to go to my channel. And look at my videos and my shorts and maybe one of the past lives. And just relax. There's Telly. Telly's here. Carol. Hell, Daryl, pay attention. That's great, Carolyn. And it's just really, I've been doing, trying to get my subscribers and then have more options for my watchers and increase the watchers that want to come and just sit and talk. I have been to the Skywheel. You will see that in my lives. If you look, you'll see the thumbnail at Broadway at the Beach. I tried tonight. It was raining. So I might go tomorrow night a little earlier. Yeah, Carolyn is, I don't want anybody overworked. I think it can get too much, to be honest. I think it can be a lot. Now, Carolyn, you also are with Sal, right? I, I think you're with Sal. I'm trying to think where I've seen you. Well, I'm going to call the little giraffe Daryl. Well, I don't know where I'm. I know I see it only planes. Sid Squad. I just think it can. I would never want it to be that it just overtakes your life. But you were with him. I very much, because of my age, am a person that is like, you need to get out and live. It probably is not the healthiest thing in the world to sit at a laptop all day, even if you love it. So I like to see people get out and try to have a little bit of fun, go see a friend, go lunch, go to the food market, go get gas in the car. Oh my word, Carolyn. Oh, but they're not all on the same time. So you might do one and then have nothing else to do the rest of the day. So that's okay. It is very obvious, Carolyn. It is very obvious to you, Carolyn, that Jenny has agreed to help me on my channel. You also see a very special person, Breaker Bird, here, who has agreed to help me keep my chat where it needs to be. Daryl, I saw you at work. Jenny sent me a picture. How's that recliner doing? Daryl. Daryl. Am I not a legend? Daryl. Shh. Am I not a legend? Daryl. I know you and the recliner are best of friends. I saw the picture Jenny sent me that you were working, she said. You didn't hear my question? Am I not a legend? Daryl, answer me. Gonna hurt my feelings. Am I not a legend? Shh. Okay. I wasn't sure. With him, Breaker, I never know what he's referring to. Okay. Team Whisperer. Anybody know who Team Whisperer is? I guess you've all know what Team Whisperer is. That's a name that Brian came up with when he and I come together in a channel that we feel could use a little boost, not a handout, but a hand up, a little bit of help, sort of kind of what we did with Mac Aviation and build it up. And so that's Breaker Bird and me, Team Whisperer. Oh, my goodness. You know what? And I told the story that happened. So that happened in Madeira. So, and I don't know what made me just decide to that moment go to my subscriptions and click on Madeira Airport Spotting and go to his thing, and now I'm there. So hello, Lady Prop, and all of this, Lady Prop, and all that, and all of a sudden the host goes, "Oh, look at this," and he says, "Oh, I don't understand this. I now see a prop on flight radar that was not there before." And everybody said in the chat, "Lady Prop's here, the Prop Whisperer." So I just sat quiet in the chat. Here came this prop that had not been on the radar until I got there. It landed, taxied, stayed for a little while, taxied, took off, was on flight radar when it took off, and disappeared. The host was like, he said, "Okay, I'm not going to freak out." I said, "I told you I am the Prop Whisperer." So it was, well, that's one story that I remember. Poor Pedro. And it wasn't there. And I think Wellington had something one time where he just was on the camera, and there was a props just coming right in for finals and landing, and he said, "Where the hell did that come from?" Excuse my French. Where the heck did that come from? Because I whispered. It is. It is what it is. It is. It is. I have to tell you so people that don't know how I got Prop Whisperer, which is the name. I've had Queen of Props, and Pedro calls me Lady Prop, and now Sean, Miss Props, and all of those names, and Queen of the Skies, and all of that. But how did I get Prop Whisperer? So I was in the chat, and we were propping and propping and propping. And I think, Breaker, you told me it was in Mac that it happened. I couldn't remember. But a gentleman, Steve Hart, made a comment in the chat. He said, "At Barbara P. Sterling is certainly and truly our one and only Prop Whisperer." And it stuck. That's how I got the name. Yes, without the H. Prop Whisperer. Team Whisperer without the H. Brian Breaker shares with me in this little thing that we have going. And I always say it reminds me very much of one of the Star Trek movies where they all got onto the Enterprise and they were getting ready, and the captain was sitting in his chair and Sulu was at his helm. And Kirk, he says like this, he says, "Mr. Sulu, ahead, impulse power." "Yes, sir. Yes, Captain, impulse power." And they start moving, and Kirk stands up from his chair, and they zoom in a little bit, and he's looking out the front screen, and he says, "Let's see what's out there." And that's what Brian and I do. Let's see what's out there. Who needs a boost? Not a handout, but a hand up. So let's see what's out there. Yeah, let's see what's out there. I look, and I've been to some. I'm not feeling it at all. But there are some you can just feel that these are sincere, caring people that care about what they're doing. Oh, Sky Squad. Yeah, I didn't see it because he was on for 2 hours and I missed it in the rain. So it's in his stream for yesterday, correct? Wellington's stream for yesterday. I saw the waves on the rocks, but I missed part of it, and I missed this encounter that you're talking about. So you see, Sky Squad, your ears are burning? We're talking about you. Sort of. I was there when he went live, and I was there for a while and saw the waves. You saw my comments in the chat and the rocks and the waves. But I missed the ending. I came in right after, and I managed to text him and watch the replay of just the ending. And then he took me home in the car, in the messenger thing, so that I can see the scenery. So I'll go ahead and look. But Pete had one of those at JFK. He had two airplanes. They were actually passing each other, but they looked like they were facing off. Who's going to give way on that one? I will look. I will look. So, Sean, your ears are burning, though, I think. Because you're one of the ones that Team Whisperer was talking about. Let's see what's out there. Let's let's see. Seeking, searching, watching, and listening. Team Whisperer. We are. y'all know the story how the first time back in Mac Aviation, y'all know that story? I don't know if you do. I don't think, Sean, you know. So I'm in there, and I didn't really know Breaker very well. I just knew he was in the chat, and so I was trying to help support Eric in the beginning. Well, I'm going to 3 years with him. I have 1 more month, and I've got 3 years. So I've been around a while with him. So I was trying to help him and support him in the beginning times, and all. He says that sometimes. He'll say that in the shout out. So I decided that I would try it with the likes. We'll just make up a number. If you can give him 200 likes, I'll make a donation. Watchers. They did it. Be right back donating. And I would make my donation, and I would say, as promised to the watchers, for the likes. So I made my donation one time, and here came this guy with memberships right underneath me. Oh, how lovely. Okay. Coincidence. He just happened to be going to do it. He was feeling like doing it. So he felt like doing it. I'm just telling you the story how I met this gentleman. So that was good. So we're going along a little bit. We're trying to build up the likes. So I said, if you'll give him 400 likes, I'll make a donation. The watchers did it and gave him the 400. I'm just making up a number now. 400. So I went to go do the donation. I said going. I mentioned it in the chat, going to donate. And I went and I got it ready. And I said, as promised to the watchers for the 400 likes. That's why I'm doing it. I'm keeping my promise. I always try to keep my promise. If I say you're next, Sean, I will keep my promise. And I did. And we did. But anyway, so I make the donation. Here's this guy with the memberships right underneath me again. I said, now look at this. Now I'm beginning to think. So I said, oh, that's wonderful to him. And he said, thank you for your, and I thought, something feels, this is not coincidence. I don't know what this is. So now we're going to go on. Now, if you'll give him 600 likes, I'll make a donation. The watchers did it. They gave him the 600. I said, going to make my donation. I come back in there and I punch the button, and there's this guy with the memberships right underneath me. I said, now I know. Now it's deliberate. Now he's doing this for us to do this together. And that is how Breaker Bird and I came together. And now you know the story. And we've been friends ever since. And we always do it together if we can. And that is the story for those of you who I have to go tomorrow and get my cheese. Now, Rob. Okay, Rob, I'm going to tell you. Now just pay attention. Now just relax, Rob. They know August 29th is an important date to you. I have kept your privacy. They know it's important. And they would very much like to come together that night in a stream that I'll just have probably anyway, and maybe go to the Sky Wheel for some bright colors, brightness for a special day for you. And that's what it is, Rob. Well, I just want to tell you the story how Breaker Bird and I came together. I think if you don't know, to me it's very important because I knew then at Mac Aviation it was deliberate that this man was, and then I started talking to him and began talking to him when we'd have a text where we can talk to each other. And he said some very pretty things to me. And I said some things to him. I mean, he just was right there doing memberships. I mean, to help the channel, help Eric get started. And a lot of the memberships are he's responsible to for giving those so that Eric could get the emojis, which I helped him pick out. I'm responsible for some of it. Not all of it, but some of it. Yes, Rob. Okay, I'm going to get back to that subject now. So now you know how I met Breaker. He is extremely special to me. And on top of that, he's here in my channel helping me. Okay, now, Rob, so no details. August 29th is important to you. And so I will probably stream that night. My hope is if you can, you'll come by. And I am going to certainly blab to some that I would love you to join my stream and that know you. You are a special person to a lot of us. I have a lot of the props on my Facebook. He's responsible for a lot of them. The videos of the props landing in Auckland. How'd they get there? Rob stood there, filmed them, and sent them, put them on my Facebook. So you're very special to us, Rob. There are no details unless you've told. If they know, it's not from me. But I do know that I had to tell them that August 29th is something for you that is going to mark a very important time in your life right now. And so we would less like, I remembered you in church very clearly. I will every Sunday. And it's a date important to him, right, Jenny? Yeah, Carolyn, I've been to Lonely Plains, and so has Breaker. Um, I'm looking, the fledgling was a good word. I'm looking for um, it, every channel is great. What we're trying to do is give a hand up to those that seem really wanting to do this and it's important to them and they're good at it and we see potential. And if we can go there and give them that little boost, that encouragement, if somebody gives you something, it encourages you. You say, well, I must be doing something right. Look at my likes. I had 19 likes. I must be doing something right or something okay. Probably could be improved, but I'm doing something that somebody likes. 19 likes. And so I think it helps people. It helps the channels to grow. You all coming here helps me, boosts me. I have Skype Squad in my chat. Are you serious? These are important things that make me say, gee, this I'm doing okay. Maybe if I keep working on it, I might be as good as them. Maybe I can be just a little bit as good as them. And NZ1 and all these channels that are amazing. But that's just what we're trying to do. We're trying to, and he's teamed up with me and I explained how it came about. And I think that's important. How did that start? People have said, how do you know Breaker? How did it start? Why do you do it together? Well, that's why. Because that night was the first night. And I knew after the third time he wasn't fooling around. This was deliberate. And then we talked. And he said some things that I have never forgotten. Give me too much honor, too much honor. And we've been friends ever since. And we look for, and I know the signal whether I can or can't. Sometime right now I can't until the end of the month. But we're gonna do this as long as we can, and we're gonna try to be there and support channels. And I just thank everybody for supporting mine here. And of course, Breaker Bird has offered to that is a tidbit. That is a good tidbit. So now you know how it came about. I didn't just fall off a turnip truck and fall into his lap. No, this happened back a ways. It's been a couple of years, and we spent a lot of time helping get Mac Aviation up and running a little bit. And I was behind the scenes with Eric. He said, "Now what do we do?" I said, "Your guess is as good as mine. You're the host." But I guess I should say I'm responsible, not for the 2-year badge, but for the others, the colors. So it's all my fault. If you want to be mad, it's my fault. And what emojis do I need? I gave him the key ones that you really need, to start. You really need your logo, which he uses his personal thing. It's just been a wonderful time. We are. And let's see what's out there. And every time we are together in a thing, I'll then thank him for sharing with me, and then I will type in the chat and you will see it. Let's see what's out there. And that's my way of us saying, okay, we now are going to Impulse Power ahead, Warp Factor 1. Let's see what's out there. Let's look. And Gregor leaves it up to me to look. Of course, if he actually found something, and we look, we look. Don't we, Breaker? We look. We know that we're in the right place. Poor Sean. Sean's ears are burning. He's thinking, that's you, Sean. That is definitely you. Sky Squad TV is down to earth. It's dedicated. Great camera. Great commentary. Good stuff. Good stuff. Rob, I stumbled into Breaker Bird's lap. I will never forget that night. And I thought about him before we actually made contact, and have a text. I have a text and I can text him. I thought about that night for a while. And then I realized too, you see, after that, we were end up in that channel together. And when we're doing the likes to try to get the likes up, but just if you'll subscribe or something to the channel, and I did it, and he did it again. It was not the first time that night, those times. It was after that. And that is, Eric has recognized that it was a deliberate, sequential offering. I don't know any other word, offering, that he and I did. after that night with the three. It's so funny because I knew the first time I thought, oh, look at that guy. Isn't that cool? He just gave memberships. Oh, wow. That looks good right under my thing. I just, great. Really good job. And then the second time, and right under me again. What? Okay, this is like, I think there's something to this. And then the third time I knew. That is when I contacted him. I said, he told me, he said he wanted to do it with me. And we've been doing it for 2 years now, or longer. Aging myself. It's a good thing. You know, when you can, I don't know what I can leave behind when I leave this earth. I'm hoping to get back to my oil painting. I showed some of you my paintings one night on a stream, on the stream. And I don't know what I can leave. I serve in the church. I am president of the Altar Guild, and I do the blood drive. So I think I'm doing something there. But you want to be able to leave. I'd like to finish my book now that I'm not nearly dying sick like I was a year ago. But you like to leave something that somebody could say, oh, yeah, I remember Barbara. Something that people can enjoy and remember. That's a good way to put it, Jenny. Talent. Now that's very good, Jenny. That's very good. Talented. Yep. There are a lot of channels out there I don't go to, and I haven't even looked at them. I have a life, and I wake up and take meds, and then I have lunch, watch a little TV, find out what's going on in my country, and then maybe do errands. And so there are things I don't go to. I have not been to Fort Lauderdale. I have not been to Boston. I have not been to Las Vegas. I have not been to Houston. I haven't, but I know where I am looking. And when I do, oh, Tracy, oh my God. Oh, jeez, look at this. That's Tracy D. Oh my God. And all the legends. And we were just talking about my pal, Legend Breaker Bird. Tracy. So, Tracy, I told them, I said that Pete is shooting for Friday. Tracy helps Pete as a moderator. Guess you probably all know that. So does Silky. They accepted my offer. I asked them to play. I mean, I'm not sure. I asked them, will you help? I want him to have the best. Will you help him? And they said yes. So Tracy, he's looking at Friday, and he's trying to eat and get his strength up. He still feels weak and lightheaded because he hasn't been able to eat. So I'm going to let you know. I'll let everybody know in the middle of the week. I didn't talk to him today. But that's where we're shooting for as far as New York City Aviation Friday. We hope. So, and as I told them already, if you're wondering where Christine is, Brian Breakerbird. Christine is with a friend who apparently is not well, in a rather ill kind of situation at the moment, and she needed to go be with that friend. and that is why she is not here. ERB. Oh, Cornelius. Yeah, I remember that. Oh my God, what a name. Oh, okay. And Friday, and also, I'm just trying to let everybody know. Okay, so Rob is in the chat. So what I'd like to do is make sure I stream August 29th so that we could all get together and just spend a little time. Hopefully Rob will be able to come and spend some time with us. But I'll just say this, that August 29th is an important date to Rob. And so I'd like to have a stream that day. So just keep that in mind, August 29th. I know, ERB. I got a late start. Um, and I just thought I'd come on for a while. It's been almost 2 hours. Um, it's oops, it's 10:30 for breaker. Oh my word. So what I might do is everybody has come here. Um, and Tracy just think about maybe wind down. I know you just got here. I want to try to stream tomorrow from the Sky Wheel. I'm not there tonight, and I'm glad because I want to miss Sean's walk around. If I'd have gone live, I didn't know about it. I want to go to the Sky Wheel tomorrow, so if you can come a little, I'll be earlier, and I know it's late for you, Tracy, time-wise. They're 5 hours ahead of me. So they're just waking up. 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4. It's 4:30 in the morning. Get it. Morning, Tracy. Having breakfast? Oh my word. This is crazy. So I know that everybody. What is this? What did she say, Tracy? That was hilarious. Poor Eric trying to say out names and work out who we are. Oh, I remember that. Yeah. 21 likes. That's extraordinary. I'm very grateful. YouTube is definitely acknowledging my work and placing it to where people can see it. I'm getting visibility. And I owe that to the people giving me the likes. I'm not giving them to myself, so you're giving them to me, and I'm very grateful. Your father had a birthday, right, ERB? He had a birthday. Don't confuse me. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, he had a birthday. I I want the people that are watching to come back. Leave here. I want you to go check my channel videos and shorts and some of the live and see what we do. See my videos. They're there for you. I already know what's on them. The rainstorm, I lived through it. I put it there so you could look at it. So I'd like very much for the people to go ahead and check my channel out. I would like to make mention, in case you don't know or you've never been in a chat before or you're a little bewildered, that what's really important to me that you understand is that there are people that are in my chat that are in blue, and those are channel moderators who have agreed to help me in my channel and in my chat. You see them there. And they keep the chat friendly and polite. And they also can help you if you have a question. So if you come back and you see one of them, go ahead and chat and ask them. So that's who they are. It's called a channel moderator if you don't know. Probably do, but if you don't, there's somebody that doesn't know and says, oh, I wonder what that means. That's what it is. YouTube channel moderators, and they're in the chat helping to keep the chat positive. ERB Breaker, I needed Breaker earlier, and luckily he was here. I had a little issue I thought was an issue. So I want to just thank them very much for being here tonight and coming on such late notice. The ERB, Jenny, and Breaker Bird, thank you so much for helping me in the chat. Thank you, watchers who are here, and everybody that's in the thing. Rob, August 29th, we'll have a stream. And I hope to be here tomorrow at the Sky Wheel so that we can have some color. I hope on August 29th to be at the Sky Wheel so we have color, bright, colorful things. So with that, I will say thank you to everybody who's here. You know I love you. Everybody, you know how I feel. But it's time for people to get on with their lives now and get on with their errands and things that they need to do. I love you all very much. And ERB, I love you too. Breaker, Breaker. Boy, he hit the button earlier. I'm just so glad you were here. Just never know, do you? Just never know if somebody's going to be silly. So I say thank you to everybody that's here. Thank you. Get on with your wonderful lives. I will see you soon somewhere. And I tell Breaker Bird, let's see what's out there. And so counting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good night, everybody. I love you.